Bees! Bees! Oh my God, bees! Good morning. Today's Tuesday. Tony Tao found a driving tour. And since we walked our little behinds off yesterday and my feet are sore, I think we're gonna just drive around DC today and see some of the sights from the comfort of the air-conditioned rental car. We have a rental car because the truck is back at the dealership to try and figure out the trailer brake issue. What else, Tony Tao? Anything to add?
No.
No? We're just off and running?
Yeah.
We're off and running. We'll see you in a bit.
Next on your left with the tall columns is the headquarters of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Ahead on the left is the national headquarters of the American Red Cross.
All of the brown buildings on your left are the Washington Federal Triangle Complex. They contain various offices of the government, such as the Council for Historic Preservation, Environmental Protection Agency, the IRS, and many more.
The first building on the left is the office of the Mayor of DC, the District of Columbia.
On both sides of the street are more of the Washington Triangle Complex.
On your right is Roach Coach Row, where you can get the flavors of Washington, D.C. and the world.
This log keeper's house was built next to a water line to raise the boats on a canal George Washington had built in this area.
Initial thoughts on the driving tour that you downloaded to go through town with?
It's interesting because I'm seeing buildings that I, have never seen before, but it's also a little stressful.
It is a little stressful. If you do this tour, this driving tour, my tip for you will be go slow, because there's a little bit of delay between the GPS of knowing where your location is and the playback of the audio. So what will happen is you'll wind up like going past a place where you were supposed to make a turn because the GPS and the app haven't synced together yet. So go slow.
And some of the on your left. No.
Yeah. Whoever developed this app, they have a bit of a difficulty with left and right.
They need to do that.
They need to put you need to put your L's up. See, this is the L. That means it's left. Because there's been multiple times where it's like, if you look on the left, there's the Where's Waldo building, built in 1820, and it's on the right. Aside from that, though, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I think it's probably worth the $20 you spent on it. Yeah.
We've only there's like 200 places to see.
Yeah, we've only hit
30 of them so far.
Yeah. I think if you're in town without a doggo like we have, it's probably better to take like the hop on hop off tours, just because you'll get the same kind of level of history, but you'll also, I'm driving, so I have to kind of be very cognizant of what's going on around me, and I'm trying to look at buildings, and you have to be cognizant about what's going on around you because people in this town are flipping morons. I can't tell you how many people have just walked right out in front of the car, how many people have turned right in front of us. It's insanity.
They drive a little crazy here.
They do drive a little crazy. All right, so we're not going to complain anymore. I think we're going to go try and find a place for lunch and have a beer. So we are at Shaw's Tavern, which is a little bit out of town on 6th Avenue. And I wound up with what's called a Heidenberger. All right, I'm going in for the burger. Yeah, that works. What'd you wind up with, Tony Tao?
It's brisket, barbecue sauce, fried onions, coleslaw. French fries are awesome. They've got the skin on them and everything, and they're crispy and hot.
Yeah, I agree. The fries are really good.
Fries are a bonus.
What day is this in Washington? We got here on Friday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Day 5.
Day 5. Day 5. There's a park that has some falls, so maybe we'll take a hike to a falls somewhere. And then there's always a brewery somewhere we're going to wind up. So that's the plan for today. Yeah.
You know, even though you live this RV life, we still have errands. I mean, we still have chores and we still have errands that we have to do. It's not all 100% vacation.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a mindset switch that has to happen too when you go full-time, is that, you know, you start out, it's like, oh, I'm on vacation every day, but you're not really on vacation every day. We still got work we have to do, like,
We still got chores. We
Yeah.
still got errands.
yeah, I mean, we have a client in San Diego that I need to find voiceover talent for, so last night I was up late last night, you know, trying to get auditions for voiceover. It is like being on vacation a lot, but you gotta work too.
I was paying taxes, so
Ugh.
I found it ironic that I'm paying taxes in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that's true. Can we just walk it down to the building and hand it to them?
Can't tell them what to do with it, the stupidity that they do with it.
Yeah. All right, so that's the plan for today. We're off and running. So we made it to Great Falls Park. Unfortunately, when we turned our truck in to have it worked on, we left our national park pass in the truck. So we wound up having to pay $20 to get in the door instead.
Yeah, it's a little bummer.
Welcome to the heart of Washington, D.C., where the natural world meets an urban landscape. This is the breathtaking wonder known as Great Falls. Carved over millions of years, these cascading falls stand as a testament to the power of nature's forces and invite everyone to connect with the outdoors. Great Falls is more than just a sight to behold. It offers solace to both humans and wildlife right here in the heart of the nation's capital. The advantage of Great Falls Park is that I'm not on the roads anymore.
I had such high hopes for Washington, D.C. because it is our country's capital, and I wanted to see so much and do so much. But the traffic here is just stress-inducing. I think Mike summed it up best when he was talking about how all the roads come together and everything.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to that. You know, California driving, it's pretty much a grid.
We're from the West, and out in the West, that was built after modern surveying and modern surveying equipment. You know, back here on the East Coast, it's like this stuff was laid out back when the forefounders were, I don't know, perusing the town on stegosauruses, holding clubs. So every intersection you come to, there's like 5 roads coming in, 7 roads going out, a statue with a tunnel underneath it, and 2 concentric circles around the statue. It's like, I don't know what to do when I'm driving. I can only imagine what the driver's test in Washington, D.C. looks like. I can imagine a question that says something like, you come to an intersection, there's 7 roads in, 11 roads out, what do you do? It's crazy driving in this town.
It is crazy, and again, it's stress-inducing, and we're trying to do the opposite of that and reduce our stress. Because stress and grief do not mingle well.
Yeah.
The more stressed out you are, the harder it is to control your grief, and it just bursts out of you. So I don't like to be stressed. I don't like to get adrenaline rushes at all anymore. I can't handle them.
All right, so I think that's all we got from here. We're gonna wrap this up and do what? Where are we going next?
You can get in the car and bring Fido and figure it out. We got all our errands done. We finally found a post office, so I got stamps, yay. And then we went to PetSmart so I can get Scoobies for Gracie. So
Scoobies are training treats.
Scoobies are her treats to keep her in line. Other than that, I don't have any more errands. We're good.
All right, cool. So maybe lunch in a brewery?
Yeah.
Oh, bees! Oh my God, bees! All right, so we found like our first proper brewery in an industrial park. It's called Lost Generation Brewing, and just did the standard straight up dealer's choice flight. And I wound up with, let's see, Golden Eternity is a West Coast Pale, which I've already tried. It's like super good. It's got a little bit of hop to it, but it also has like this cool Cheerio kind of weedy finish. Excuse me, it makes me burp. This is a hoppy blonde that has this motica in it. Doesn't smell that hoppy. It doesn't taste that hoppy either. It's kind of... I honestly think that your Mexican lager has more flavor.
Which one is that? That's the hoppy blonde ale?
That's the hoppy blonde. It's not that hoppy.
Not according to California standards.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. We're used to like West Coast stuff that when they say it's hoppy, it's like over the top. So this is a Grave Shift. It's a dark lager. It's got a good aroma to it. Ooh, that has a lot of flavor. That's really good. This is like the second dark, what they're calling dark lager here in DC that I've had, but they honestly taste more like a porter than a lager. Well, let's move on to the Celestial Vapor. Love the name. It's obviously a hazy IPA. Smells like an IPA, but not like over hoppy. That's interesting. It's got almost a grapefruit thing going on. Try it. Are you getting the grapefruit? Tony's not a fan of grapefruit. That's why she's making that face. All right, so what's your favorite out of all of these? Probably the Mexican lager that you're drinking. Great beers.
Good beers.
And great environment in here too.
Cute place.
It's just, like I said,
Cute.
it's a proper brewery in an industrial park.